server, I think. I'm just gonna check. But I think this is the one that has a old PvP title.
Champion, the Regent Lord requests your immediate presence in Orgrimmar.
Oops.
The matter is
Okay, that's the pre-launch event quest right there. Yeah, Senior Sergeant. I got the Senior Sergeant title. This character used to be an Alliance. I think it was Dwarf Warrior. If I remember correctly, I played it on Silver Moon. So this I haven't leveled. I think I haven't leveled it, no. This was level 50 already, I believe. Yes, it was. Maybe not actually, I can't really remember. Anyways, I played through all the quests to unlock flying in BFA with this character. I think that's why I have some. It's definitely not high item level compared to what all the raiders have today, but it's got not newly dinged 50 at least, so that's my old warrior. No, by the way, that I leveled this. I think I leveled this recently. And when I was done with that and I unlocked everything to get flying, I was already done with Pathfinder Part 1 since before. And I got all the... No, by the way, I didn't unlock flying with this character. I did that with my rogue on Outland. This one. Hideous gear, by the way. I think this is like the set that you get in Nashatar. That's why it looks so ugly. I haven't transmogged anything. This is the rogue I unlocked flying with because I already had done Pathfinder Part 1. So I just did the rest Pathfinder Part 2 with that one to unlock flying, and now we are playing Horde on Storm Scale. And this was an old warrior that I've had since Pandaria. I also had a lot of other characters. This the Druid is an old one that I played also in Pandaria, I think, because I had a lot of random old epics, etc. So this was not 50. I actually leveled it up from 33. And coins, etc. To unlock this and the Lari towns with the warrior, the Magar orc. I think I already had unlocked. I can't remember the requirements to unlock it, but I had already done that previously. So the ones I had to play to unlock, I think, was the Valpira, the Sandalari, and the Nightborn. And then I wanted to try out the mage a bit. So I leveled the mage. It was really easy actually. A friend of mine leveled shaman or shaman or however you want to say it. And he was healing and I was just doing DPS. And arcane mage while leveling is just insane. So yeah, it's crazy. For those who don't know, when you unlock the allied races and when you create a new one, like this one for example, this is High Mountain Tauren. I just made this because I wanted to take the name. Same with this priest. As you see, there is no location under it, so I haven't logged into them, but they are still level 10. That's because they are allied races, and they start at level 10 automatically, so you don't have to play 1 to 10, which is pretty nice, because then you can just go straight into dungeons, etc. So the mage, it didn't move a single step outside of the starting zone, where you just spend like half a minute to do one quest and then you go to Orgrimmar. And then I stayed in Orgrimmar the whole time just doing dungeons to level it up, and it was really quick. As Arcane Mage, it's so easy because you do so much DPS while leveling. At level 10, I don't think there is any class that can really compete with you. Maybe monk tanks I have seen can do crazy high DPS when it comes to AoE, so I'm not sure if the mage or the monk is better. And also some Death Knights I've seen have really high DPS, but the mage is just so easy because all you have to do is use Arcane Explosion on AoE, and single target you use Arcane Missiles, and I was like around 45 to 50% damage, almost all the way through from level 10 to level 50 doing dungeons, so it was really quick. And there was actually, I think it was the very first, no, it was the second dungeon that I played. We were it was one druid tank and we were 3 mages, and we literally, the tank just ran through using thrash and swipe to get the aggro. Then all the mages just ran after using Arcane Explosion, so we never stopped running. I think I played the Outland dungeons, and we played the slave pens, so the tank just ran. Sometimes he ran backwards. Oh, what's it called when you do that? It's been so long. that's when I started the mage, and I just played the mage not even thinking about the level. And just not a couple of hours, but maybe 6-7 hours, I was way past the shaman in level, so I just kept on playing the mage because I thought it was so much more fun. But I ended up leveling this to 50 anyways, because I kind of wanted to clean up everything, because I had the rogue. This is a bit of an old rogue. As you see, I have just dinged it to 50 and I haven't done anything else to it. Because quite honestly, I don't see any point at playing max level. I don't really care about the achievements or farming mounts and stuff. So I just dinged it to 50 because I didn't want to see rogue level 46 on here. And then I wanted to try out the demon hunter because I had it at level 42, so I thought might as well just try that. And the demon hunter was a class that I thought was very weird to play when I tried it out in Legion. But now when I leveled this and one specific ability, it was actually really fun. So the one ability I'm talking about is this one, Unbound Chaos. It's a passive one. Activating Immolation Aura will cause your inner demon to, slam into the nearby enemies at the end of your next Fell Rush, dealing 1458 chaos damage. So how it works is you activate Immolation Aura, which is this one, and this one does damage to all the nearby enemies. So you just use Immolation Aura, then you get this inner demon, which is you don't have to use it because there's no cooldown on it. So you can actually use Immolation Aura on a pack, then when the tank moves on to the next pack, you will have this inner demon, and when you activate, you see the Fell Rush icon is like lit up. So when you use Fell Rush, you saw that demon behind me there that comes crashing down and dealing the 1458 damage, and that is to, I think it's to every mob. I don't think it says, no, there's probably like a soft cap and a hard cap on it. But if the tank had like 10 enemies on him, and let's say the tank is the cactus here, and you just Fell Rush to him, and the demon came after and did like 1500 damage to the 10 mobs that he had on him, you could do crazy DPS. So it was very fun to play. So I actually ended up leveling it all the way. And I'm thinking about playing this as my main in Shadowlands. But I'm not sure, because a single target, the way I have it set up now, the single target playing is like really weird. Let's log back in again. So I haven't really checked on it. So there might be other like things that I can do. Set it up differently with the talents. But as single target, it felt like I only had Demon's Bite, Shadow Strike to actually do damage to one target, and there was nothing much else to do really. Because Eye Beam, yeah, that does a lot of damage, but it's sort of an AoE spell. Then there's the Throw Glaive, which is just ranged to finish off a mob or do a bit of damage to them. used was Demon's Bite and KO Strike, so it was I guess it works, but it felt like you did very little damage. Maybe there are some talents that's better for it, like I see some people recommend playing Demon Blades for PvP. I don't really know why, because then you really don't have anything, because then you don't have Demon's Bite even, you just use KO Strike, because the Demon Blades will generate the Fury instead of Demon's Bite, so then you really only have one true single target attack. So I'm not sure, because I kinda want to play a bit of PvP as well, and I don't see how this is gonna work with PvP. I have the Fell Eruption one now. I expect it to PvP, so I have a stun that's single target and a bit of damage, but it's not really, it's a 30-second cooldown, so I don't think that's something that you use for damage. That's more a PvP spell. So I'm not so sure about playing Demon Hunter. Yeah, the last talents, I haven't really gone through them and analyzed it, so I'm a bit unsure if I want to play Demon Hunter in Shadowlands. Then, as I was talking earlier, I wanted to play a druid a bit, try that out, because I wanted a druid to actually gold farm with. There's a spot. This is also one of the older characters, as I said. Sorry about that. What the hell was that drum? Anyways. So there is this spot. Can I remember where it is? Yeah, of course, Broken Isles, Argus. And now it's covered up with these world quests, but there's a spot right here, above this little ridge that you see, around this one, where you just run around and attack mobs. It's a gold farming spot, a raw gold farming spot to like farm trash, like grey stuff, just to sell to get some money. And I wanted the druid to try that out, because druid was supposed to be the most efficient farmer, so I leveled that up just because of that. Then it turned out an assault on Zuldasar by the Alliance, so you kinda have like world quests that you can do. And it's just lands we don't have that annoying flapping. So I do the assaults just to get the XP while I'm in or battlegrounds queue. And after that, I have this monk, but I'm probably gonna delete it just because I don't want it. I don't find monks that fun. I've played it a bit, not this one though, but another one. So I'm probably gonna delete this one, I just haven't done it yet. Then, as I said earlier, this one is just to like take the name, same with the priest. But I might level a priest. Because priests can actually also do a high amount of DPS. But I have never really liked playing priests. I've had another one. It was not max level, I think. Yeah, it might have been in one expression on another server. But I never, like, endgame played it. I've never endgame played anything, but I mean, just try a bit of raiding, etc. So that's where I'm at now with my World of Warcraft characters. And at this time, with this mage, as you can see, I have done the pre-launch event. I got the staff from Nathanos Blightcaller. Then the rest of the gear is the one that you get in Ice Crown for the commendation stuff. I was actually lucky enough. I was very lucky actually. Oh, there's so much sound here. Okay, so now there's new dailies, I haven't done them. I was lucky enough that I got the Papa's Mint condition bag from this guy, I think Bronjam. Yeah, I can drop this 34 slot bag. I didn't even know that that could possibly drop, but as I was waiting on the rare to spawn with like 50 other people, all of them were like writing in chat that I hope I get the bag, and I was like, what bag? And when the rare was killed, I saw, oh, okay, I actually got the bag, so now I understand what they were talking about. So that was pretty nice actually. It's a big bag. I'm used to having 16 slot bags, but then I bought the deep sea bags which are 30 slot ones, and I thought, oh my god, they are so big. But then when this dropped and it's a 34, it's like insane compared to what I'm used to having. Just seeing the raw amount of bags is crazy. So yeah, you can actually see now I don't have any heirlooms left now, except for this trinket, because this was like fresh level 50 with heirlooms before I started the Ice Crown farm. By the way, the fastest way to get this gear is to just go around and kill the rares. And I got this trinket, but as you can see, it's equip your melee attacks have a chance to grant you a mode of anger. So, and as a mage, I can tell you that I rarely use the melee, the staff. So I just have it equipped to see what kind of item level I get. That's why I still have the heirloom there, because you can't can't